Hey. Hello everyone, my name is InspirAspir, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, let me be the first one to say, welcome. If you're a long-term fan or a subscriber, welcome back. I have some very important announcements and updates of the channel for those of you who have been around for a long time, and that involves me launching a Patreon campaign and an official InspirAspir Discord server. But before I go in-depth and explain what that's all about, let me introduce myself to those of you who are new here. My name is Tim, and I'm a 21-year-old going into my 4th year studying computer science and engineering in college. In my free time when I'm not doing school, I produce music and create YouTube videos under the name InspirAspir. I started this YouTube channel about 2 years ago, in 2015, and I primarily got my start making launchpad light shows. That is, I would make a series of light effects on my launchpad, this guy, that would be synced up to a song of my choice. So in essence, I just made a bunch of lights to a song I liked. And I would record those and put them up on my YouTube channel, and people seemed to like that. But then eventually I went out of my comfort zone and I started making tutorials. I used my voice for my first time. My golden voice. And that was a little bit of a different style than I was used to at the time, but eventually I got used to it. And I, in fact, loved making tutorials, and I pushed them out. And then eventually, of course, I started expanding a little bit further, and I went into music production. I started making my own music and songs, and that was amazing. And then, of course, naturally, once I did that, I began making tutorials on how I made my songs. But then, as of recently, I've also been expanding into different styles of videos as well. For example, I've been making found sound videos, where I take an object and I make a bunch of sounds from it and then turn that into a song. Or also been making MIDI art videos where I draw in some sort of recognizable object or character using MIDI notes in a DAW, or in my case, Ableton Live. So it looks like something, but then you can actually play it and hear what it sounds like. The point is, I've been making a variety of videos. I've been expanding my horizons and creating different content. And so ultimately what that has done on me is I began taking this a little more seriously. This being the whole YouTube thing, and you as my fan base, I'm starting to take it a little more seriously. For those of you who don't know, this video is significant to me because this is the first time I'm showing my face on camera and then putting it up on this YouTube channel. Basically what I'm trying to get at here is I'm just some guy making YouTube videos, and I want to take it a little more seriously. Now in order to do that, unfortunately, money issues come up. Keep in mind I am a college student, and everything I pay for to directly support this channel I pay out of pocket. For example, I use Monstercat songs in my videos, and I have to pay a monthly fee for that licensing cost. Or maybe if I make a song and want to share it with you, I have to pay the distribution fees to put it up on Spotify or iTunes so people around the world can access it. And there's other costs too, but the point is I have to pay that all out of pocket. And unfortunately with YouTube how it is today, I can't, make a living off of this. At least not yet. But unfortunately, I have to start focusing more on the finances of it all. That way, at the end of the day, I can actually afford to pay everything, and then I can keep making these videos. So, this is the part where you come into play. I am excited to announce that I have officially launched my Patreon campaign. I know, right? You can see it behind me. This is it, actually. For those of you who don't know what Patreon is or haven't heard of it, it's a crowdfunding platform. So fans like yourself can become a patron and support content creators like myself. The cool thing about Patreon is you can choose how much you want to pay per month. I have it set up so whatever amount you choose to give, you will give that every month. And of course you can cancel it at any time. But also the super cool thing about it all is you can set a monthly payment, a monthly recurring donation to me, and you'll actually get something back in return. Sure, it's nice and all, you could toss some money my way just because you're supporting me, and I'm sure some of you do that, and I'm extremely grateful for that, but at the same time, that just doesn't feel right. If you're gonna be giving me money, I better be giving you something back in return other than just stuff I would do for free anyways, such as my YouTube videos. So, here's the exciting thing about Patreon. Now, I currently have it set up so that if you reach different reward tiers, you can unlock certain rewards. If you were to donate $1 per month to me, then you can gain access to exclusive patron-only posts. That is, stuff that I would only put on Patreon, and you gain access to polls, which, the way I see it, is a good way to get valuable input from people who actually care about my channel. So what I plan on doing is uploading a poll asking you what sort of video you want to see in the future. I'll ask you maybe, do you want to see a song to this light show, or this light show, or this light show? And If you donate $1 or more per month, you can actually vote in those polls and put in your input. Whichever answers or options get the most feedback or most positive response, then I'll try and pursue and create and try and make that come to life. If you were to donate $3 or more per month to me, then you can gain early access to every video and song that I'll ever release. I plan on doing one day ahead of time, or about 24 hours. Actually, no, scratch that, exactly 24 hours. So you can see something or listen to one of my songs an entire day before anyone else would be able to. Plus, you'd gain access to all of the $1 reward tiers, so they think of them as stacking. And there's a hierarchy to it. If you gain access to the highest tier, then you'll gain access to everything below it. If you donate $5 or more per month to me through my Patreon account, then I will give you access to exclusive behind the scenes or blooper reels, or how I made something, just a little extra video that I plan on putting out about once a month. I've actually gone ahead and created 2 videos that are up exclusively for these people, for those of you who have donated $5 or more per month. Both of these videos are explaining how I made my songs Child at Heart and Through Space. So if that's something you're curious about, you can gain access to watch those videos if you donate $5 or more per month on Patreon. These videos are about 45 minutes long, and it's just me explaining how I made my songs, but in the future I also plan on putting out maybe a blooper reel, just a bunch of mistakes I made when recording a video, or maybe a behind-the-scenes look specifically at how I made something. In case that didn't entice you enough, I've actually gone ahead and compiled best of moments of those 2 videos I was just talking about, how I made Child at Heart and Through Space. So you can go ahead and check out this sneak peek right now. Voice is low. Ugh, it doesn't sound too good on its own. You hear it goes bop, 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 bop. That kind of echoey in the left and right of your ear, in your left and right ears. Change the shape of the 2 oscillators to this wibbly wobbly one right here. This little wibble wibble. It doesn't play at the very beginning, and then over time it kind of lets that white noise come out. Noise. So if that doesn't make you want to donate, I don't know what will. And finally, if you donate $10 or more per month to me through my Patreon account, I will put your name in the description and at the end of every YouTube video I ever put out. The way I see it, it's the least I can do to make people know that you are supporting me so much, and plus it's a good way to brag to your friends. Oh look, I made it in this video. And again, that includes all of the previous rewards combined. And one thing I forgot to mention regarding my Patreon account and all the tiers that you can unlock, every tier will grant you a specific role to my official Discord server. I guess I haven't announced that yet, huh? By the way, I've opened up a Discord server. Yeah. It's free to join, anyone can join. If you're a subscriber and you want to join my official Discord server and just come out and chat and talk about anything, you can head on over the links in the description. Anyone can join, but those of you who have unlocked specific reward tiers through my Patreon account will actually unlock the corresponding roles on my Discord server. So in a way, anyone can join my Discord server, but if you reach certain reward tiers on my Patreon account, then in that server you can unlock different roles. And at the moment, I don't really have a plan for them to do anything different. It's just that you'll have a different color, and you'll technically be higher up than everyone else. But it's more or less just a way of standing out. It's a good way for me specifically to see who has donated. That way I can kind of become more accustomed with who you are and we can grow closer. So yeah, you can join my Discord server in the link below. Basically what I plan on it being is just a hangout place. We can talk about anything, music, Launchpad. It's just kind of a way for me to communicate with you guys when I'm not putting out a video. So on my off days when I don't have a video put out, I can still communicate with my fans. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to announce that I have released my Patreon campaign, which is a way for you guys to support me, and in return, I can also give you something back. My thought process is every dollar counts. At this point, I'm not picky. I'm nowhere close to making a living off of doing this, but at the same time, it can't hurt to make a small amount of income from it, because every dollar I make pushes me closer to being able to do this long term. And you gotta remember, I am a college student. I don't really have money just to throw everywhere. So essentially, you supporting me will help relieve some of that monetary stress that has been crushing on me. But yeah, every dollar counts, I honestly mean it. I'm not expecting to generate a bunch of money from this. I'd be happy with $10 a month, honestly. And I'll leave you with something to consider. This is, after all, a monthly cost. And if you think about it, a Netflix subscription costs about $10 a month. And I'm not saying that I'm anywhere near as entertaining as Netflix. But at the same time, it's a commodity that you pay for monthly. And if you boil it down to the cost that you pay every day, it's not that much. Oh look, I just found a dime. If you were to spend a dime a day that you didn't know you had, in a month that would be $3. And the $3 can actually get you a pretty cool reward tier for someone's Patreon account. Just something to consider. So also be sure to join my Discord server if that interests you. Again, I just have it set up so that we can just kind of hang out and chat about whatever. It's free for anyone to join, but remember, if you hit those certain reward tiers on my Patreon account, then you can actually unlock different roles. Those of you who are new here probably don't know this, but those of you who are subscribers probably do. This is my first time showing my face in a video, and I would just like to say it's been an enjoyable experience, and I plan on doing more of it in the future. So as I sort of mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have no idea where I'm going to go in the future, where I'm going to shift to. I've shifted in the past. Where will I go in the future? Who knows?
Let's pivot. Let's pivot.
But basically what I'm saying is because of you guys, I'm going out of my comfort zone in a good way. I'm expanding my horizons and trying out new things and becoming comfortable with this whole experience. And I feel like that allows me to reach out to you better. So if you enjoyed this kind of video, in the future I think I'm going to do something similar in regards to music-related content, and we'll just kind of see where that goes. Thank you all for watching. If you really want to support me, it couldn't hurt to drop $1 on my Patreon account. Remember, it's just a monthly cost. If you think about it that way, it's not that bad of a thing. It's not that bad of a deal. You'll greatly help me out, and in return, you'll get something from it. Be sure to join my Discord server. The links to both my Patreon account and the Discord server are in the description below. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, so thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.